Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Switch it.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
319. 54 miles.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, Rodgers. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
61, matchbox light.
On play action, Cousins. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On first down, Cook. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He's got Smith here.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Check. 22 jet bomber. 57's the mic. Lock 57. Tackles.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the 37-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike 42.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this one to Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Good route here.
They'll throw again. Cousins. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
18. Hey, check 26. Lost the pass. Check. Clear right. Recon, 152 fighter.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Jahan, 180. Man, I got you. Hey, Jahan. He's checking crap. Hey, check. What's that?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins is going to fire one deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Ken. Watch the slant.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Sua Cravens with a pick. They find some open field here. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I
would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Brett Maher on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's upended at the 33. Following a good pickup of 8.
He's taken down at the 33.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. To throw it is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run with Elliott. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to find Graham, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A loss of 2 there, second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. They come out here in the eye.
54 miles. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check, 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 check.
Cook following the penalty. And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 95 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Let's go one more.
Throwing on second down, Rodgers. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards the pickup there. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Sua Cravens with a pick. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Cousins. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Here's Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Elliott trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Rodgers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Hey, wahoo! Quaker Omaha! Mike 42, Mike 42. Drop deep, drop deep. Mike's 42.
Cousins here to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer.